Good morning and welcome in. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. It's Tuesday, time now to take a look at your latest local news from around the region. It is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your local news today brought to you by the Erickson Center for the Arts in Curtis. Don't miss Music in the Park. This week's performance features the Front Porch Trio, playing your 60s and 70s favorites. Music in the Park every Wednesday night, 6:30 at the Erickson Center for the Arts in Curtis. In your latest local news this morning, a motorcycle ride that made its way through Newberry in Luce County this weekend raised over $30,000 for veterans and their programs. The Hell to Paradise PTSD Awareness Rise raised over $30,000 for different organizations. Participants went on a 400-plus mile motorcycle ride that originated in Hell, Michigan, just outside of Ann Arbor, made its way all the way up to Paradise. Groups met in Newberry over the weekend as part of that big event. The ceremony and events held at the American Legion Post 74. After riders made their way up to Paradise, they also headed over to Sault Ste. Marie. Local residents and visitors lined the streets, welcomed the motorcycle group as they made their way through the area. At a ceremony at the American Legion Post 3 in Sault Ste. Marie, organizers with the Hell to Paradise PTSD ride were presented for two separate $15,000 checks. Those will go to nonprofit organizations, Bikes and Battle Buddies / Zero Duck 30, the Michigan 6 Service Dogs organizations. They'll each receive part of the proceeds from the group, which is raising awareness and funds for those battling with PTSD. Police on Mackinac Island say a bomb threat that was reported over the weekend has been deemed as a hoax. A bomb threat directed at the Mackinac Island Community Hall on Saturday said to be not credible following a police investigation. The Mackinac Island Police Department says on Facebook that the Mackinac Island Emergency Response Team were made aware of a bomb threat directed towards a location in the downtown area around 6:35 p.m. Saturday night. The group immediately took precaution and the theme was deemed not credible in the release on Facebook. Members of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Michigan State Police, the Michigan State Police Cadillac Post K-9 Unit, Mackinac Island Police Department, Mackinac Island Fire Department, Mackinac County Sheriff's Office, Mackinac County 911 and Emergency Management, as well as the Mackinac Island Emergency Medical Services Team, Mackinac Marine Rescue, and Mackinac Island Carriage Tours all assisted in resolving the incident. Mackinac Island Public Police Department is thanking public safety personnel as well as residents and visitors for their cooperation and assistance with the investigation. An area around the community hall on Market Street was briefly closed off, and officers were posted to advise tourists to stay away from the area while the search and investigation was conducted. After another successful wine and cheese tasting fundraiser event this past weekend, the Erickson Center for the Arts now turns their attention to one of their marquee summer programs. The 7th annual 906 Festival will take place this coming weekend. It's Saturday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Features a day full of fun and activities with events and programs for the entire family. The day's activities include special events, including the annual 906 Festival Cornhole Tournament. That costs $30 per team, and you can call the Erickson Center to get signed up. That will start at 1 p.m. Goodale Sweet Spot will host the ice cream eating contest at 2:30. There'll be a UP-themed favorites beer and wine tent, chainsaw carving, as well as a chance to check out the Seney National Wildlife Refuge photography contest. Live music will take place all day. There'll be arts and crafts and retail vendors. Nonprofit organizations will have information. There'll be a kids' activity zone with a bounce house and face painting and other 906 themed programs. Come on out for the 7th annual 906 Festival. It's at the Erickson Center for the Arts on Saturday. For more information and a full schedule, you can go to the Erickson Center for the Arts Facebook page, check out their website at ericsoncenter.org, or call 586-9974. Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital is inviting people out for a special free family day at the zoo. Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital and the Garland Zoo in Nobbinway teaming up for the free family day at the zoo. That'll be Saturday, September 14th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital is donating free admission to all zoo visitors. There'll be animals and activities, prizes, and so much more. Activities include service booths, prizes and giveaways, family fun, and much more. That's the Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital free day at the zoo at Garland Zoo, Saturday, September 14th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. That is your latest local news from around the region. It is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. The news today brought to you by the Erickson Center for the Arts in Curtis. Don't miss the 7th Annual 906 Festival. Gets underway Saturday at 11 a.m. The Erickson Center for the Arts in Curtis. Time now to check in with sports this morning. The Tigers' recent hot streak may have been too good to be true. Team now sliding in the wrong direction as trade deadline day approaches. Tigers fall to the first place Guardians 8-4. On Monday night, things got off to a terrible start before the ball game even began. Detroit pulled potential starting pitcher Jack Flaherty from the contest, scratching him from his start in the afternoon, with Flaherty expected to be dealt sometime today as part of the trade deadline. Bo Brisky got the start. He didn't make it out of the first inning. 5 hits and 3 earned runs. It was a less than stellar debut for rookie Brian Sammons. Tigers turned to him next, and, well, he got fed to the Wolves. 4 hits, 5 earned runs in 7 1/3 innings. Will Vest finished off the 9th for the Tigers, who didn't score until late in the contest. Dylan Dingler called up from AAA Toledo, had his first career major league hit, an RBI double. Tigers fall to 52-56 on the year. They're 6.5 back in the wild card race. Could unload several players today as part of the trade deadline. The Detroit Lions' longest tenured player is sticking around for a little bit longer. Detroit Lions announcing that they've signed offensive lineman Taylor Decker to a 3-year contract extension. Decker, who's among one of the team leaders, gets a new deal worth $60 million, $31.8 in new guarantees. It's a 2016 first-round pick, and it started at left tackle primarily. And it's time for Detroit. He started all 112 games he's appeared in with the team. His contract was set to expire after the upcoming season. Your Paris Olympic medal count as of Monday. The U.S. still has brought home the most hardware from the Paris Olympics. 20 total medals for the U.S. through Monday, but they trail in the top spots. The U.S. does have 3 golds, 8 silvers, and 9 bronzes. Japan has the most gold medals, currently sit atop the gold medal standings with 6. France, China, Australia, and Korea among those with 5 golds apiece. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today. The early week heat wave will continue. We'll see mostly cloudy skies becoming partly sunny in the afternoon. High low to mid 80s. Calm winds west 5 miles per hour. Wednesday mostly sunny. Highs pushing 90 degrees. Calm winds south 5 miles per hour. Thursday mostly sunny. Highs again in the upper 80s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. This is your news, sports, and weather. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. The Erickson Center for the Arts in Curtis invites you to celebrate your Yooper heritage at the 7th Annual 906 Festival, Saturday, August 3rd, starting at 11 a.m. The Erickson Center grounds will turn into a Yooper dreamland with arts and crafts vendors, food and drink vendors, a UP-themed beer tent, kids' games and activities, live music, and entertainment. Yoopers can unite at the 7th Annual 906 Festival, Saturday, August 3rd at the Erickson Center for the Arts in Curtis. The Erickson